moral hazard, perverts, and cobras. Greetings. Today is May the 17th, 2016. This is Bradford Townsend, and this is a Forward Research Report. Today's topics are moral hazard, the Cobra Effect, and perverted incentives across our modern global culture and civilization. First, let us define the terms of moral hazard and perverted incentives. Moral hazard occurs when one person takes more risks because someone else bears the cost of those risks. A perverse incentive is an incentive that has an unintended and undesirable result which is contrary to the interests of the incentive makers. Perverse incentives are a type of negative unintended consequences, or the Cobra Effect. The term Cobra Effect stems from an anecdote set at the time of British rule of the colonial India. The British government was concerned about the number of venomous cobra snakes in Delhi. The government therefore offered a bounty for every dead cobra. Initially, this was a successful strategy as a large numbers of snakes were killed for the reward. Eventually, however, enterprising people began to breed cobras for the income. When the government became aware of this, the reward program was scrapped, causing the cobra breeders to set the now worthless snakes free. As a result, the wild cobra population further increased. The apparent solution for the problem made the situation even worse. If you have taken an introductory economics course in high school, community college, or university, you are familiar with the term moral hazard in the limited context of economics. An example, bank officers lend out other people's money. If the loans are not paid, the harshest penalty for the bank officer is that she may be fired. The loan officer is not personally liable to pay back the losses. The perverse incentives are higher compensation, promotion with titles, better fringe benefits, paid travel, and more autonomy. It's not just higher pay. We know from Maslow's hierarchy of needs, after an individual has their base needs met, food, clothing, shelter, healthcare, sex, and entertainments, she will focus more and more on self-actualization. Men and women can be psychologically overwhelmed by the array of incentives. A man may lust for a sports car. A woman may long to holiday in Paris and Rome, funded by her frequent flyer miles. The behavioral scientists, psychologists, give tests during the hiring and interview process to select employees who can be controlled by the firm's incentive programs. There is moral hazard in politics. During the United States Civil War in the 1860s, America's bloodiest and deadliest, the wealthy politicians could pay $500 for a substitute. A substitute serves in the place of the man paying the fee. $500 is $50,000 in today's inflated currency and high-tax culture. The sons of the wealthy could continue working, managing the family's business, sleeping under silk sheets, resting their heads on goose feather pillows, and make love to their wife before a restful night's sleep. The working class and middle class men were very likely to be passing their nights trying to sleep in the open, pelted by rain, violently shivering, miserable and terrified, longing for their wife and family. The Cobra Effect is evident with tax havens. Governments trying to raise taxes are going to fail, as they have on the war on drugs, only to give more tax breaks to the affluent and wealthy, to keep them engaged in their region of taxation. Finally, if you have realistic, actionable solutions to moral hazard, perverse incentives, and the Cobra Effect, please comment, like, and subscribe to Bradford Townsend's Forward Research Report. Farewell, peace, and over and out.